seen this, George's case?
Yeah. He got 400, even Victor said McCardle only give him 50.
Well, it's McCardle, isn't it? I mean, even George said he's fixed the witnesses. That barman, anyway.
Yeah, well, you know that Donny's a toe rag, Terry.
Have you ever seen him with McCardle?
No, but he's bound to have bought him. That's who probably got the 400. How's George?
Oh, he's dead choked. He had a right go at me.
Well, did he say anything?
No.
Good.
I reckon he's going to get banged up.
He hasn't had his say yet, Terry.
Yeah, but he isn't going to be able to do it, is he? You know him. If it all goes wrong, it's down to me and you.
He's innocent. He was conned. Let's just leave it, eh? See what happens.
Leave it? How can I leave it? Do you expect Michelle to look at me again?
Right, shall we go down there?
I think we should.
Yeah, well, I suppose it'll look better, won't it?
Sit and watch him won't help. Look, if he gets banged away, everything's wrecked. Me and Michelle, the two liar, everything.
Oh, he's looking at me coat.
Now, you've told us that you were angry with the attitude of the security officer while in attendance at the bonded warehouse. Indeed, so angry that you acted completely out of character in swearing at Mr. Travis. Did this mood persist after you'd finished work that day?
Yes.
Did you go straight home?
No, not in that mood. I wanted to cool down first. We went for a pint on the way back.
And you went to the Swan?
That's right.
Were you alone?
Yeah, until I got in there.
Well, who did you meet?
A fella called McCardle. Tommy McCardle. He's the one who should be here.
Yes, Mr. Jackson, if you could just bide with me and answer the questions. Now, did you know this man, McCardle, well?
I'd only met him in there the night before. I got introduced. I must have spoken to him for 5 minutes, that's all.
But you spoke to him again on the evening in question?
We sat together, yes.
Did you tell him about the fire at the warehouse?
I did. I was still angry and, well, we got talking about it.
Was this man, McCardle, interested?
He seemed to be.
Did you draw a diagram of the warehouse on a napkin from the public house?
I know it sounds soft, but yes. I was trying to explain to him the way we'd been messed about. And fellas I know were in danger down there.
Quite. Now, do you agree that the telephone number on the reverse side of the napkin bearing the diagram is your telephone number in your own hand?
It is. But I wouldn't have put it there if I'd known all this was going to happen.
Why did you put it there?
So that he could get in touch with me about the fire survey and Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles, Mr. Jackson?
Yeah, that's the group I'm in down at the brigade. Well, used to be. Country and Western.
Go on, Mr. Westbrook.
What happened to the napkin with the diagram on it and your number on the reverse?
McCardle took it.
You are sure of that?
Yes.
Were you not concerned that he should have taken with him what amounted to confidential information about the layout of this warehouse, a matter connected with your work?
I didn't think of it that way, sir.
Did it not occur to you, a man in a trusted position, that you had handed over details of premises containing what was plainly valuable merchandise to a comparative stranger?
I didn't think. I'm sorry. But I was tired.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson.
What is this, a star chamber?
It's only a party, Sandra.
A simple, intimate housewarming.
I know your intimate parties. Ethyl alcohol in the punch and the put the phone together competition.
I promise, I mean it.
Look, I'll vouch for him behaving this time.
You must be mad.
I promise. What more do you want?
Okay.
Is it on then?
I said okay. Great.
Furthermore, Mr. Jackson, I put it to you that incensed by the attitude of Mr. Travis, the security officer, you deliberately went in search of someone who could, to borrow a phrase, do him down by stealing stock from the warehouse he guarded.
I didn't.
The jury have seen the napkin bearing the diagram. It is quite explicit in showing the exact location of the temporary store for this whiskey and the cigarettes. Why did you draw such a diagram for what was, after all, a casual acquaintance?
I've told you.
Would you mind telling us again, Mr. Jackson?
I was annoyed. I was tired. He was listening. I just drew it.
Why, Mr. Jackson?
To explain what I was on about. It was a mistake.
quiet.
Can you explain why this diagram was found in a car, a stolen car, outside a bonded warehouse on the evening of August the 8th?
How can I? That was nothing to do with me.
I put it to you that this fact is very much to do with you, Mr. Jackson. That you conspired with others to burgle the temporary store at Carson's bonded warehouse.
I didn't. He just took the diagram, McArdle.
I suggest to you also that this talk of bookings for your country and western group is a fabrication.
That's what I wanted. I wasn't interested in the fire survey, just the booking for the group.
But you accepted a large amount of cash in advance. Payment for this fire survey of a club of which you talk.
I did it to get the booking. It could have been a good date.
Why didn't you undertake the fire survey? I repeat, why didn't you undertake the fire survey?
I couldn't get in touch with him.
Did you visit the club?
No, but I phoned him lots of times.
Did you ever, at any time, visit the club?
Yeah, once. Just once.
When?
Look, I can't remember. I can't remember. You're confusing me.
Let's put it this way. Was it before you were arrested and charged, or after?
After.
Why was that?
I couldn't get in touch with him.
I repeat the question, Mr. Jackson. Why was it that you visited the club only after you were arrested? Have you ever completed this fire survey?
No.
You accepted this money from this man, whoever he is, but you have not, to this day, done the work for which you were paid. Why was that?
I tried to, but
Mr. Jackson, I put it to you that your evidence is a fabrication. That you volunteered this information to this man purely to satisfy your desire to get back at the security staff of Carson's bonded warehouse.
I didn't.
I further put it to you that, realizing the potential rewards of such an action, you accepted money for the details necessary for someone to burgle those premises.
I didn't.
Mr. Jackson, which club is it that you tried to contact to reach this man?
The Sentinel.
In Wilberforce Street.
Yeah, that one.
Would it surprise you to learn that that club is in the ownership of a person by the name of Culshaw, Hilda Culshaw, and that the club is in liquidation and has been since July? No further questions, my lord?
Mr. Jackson, were you given a telephone number at which to reach this man?
He hasn't got a chance in there.
Why isn't he shaping himself, eh?
Look, why don't we tell the police about Victor now? It mightn't be too late and he might stop the trial.
We can't do that, Terry.
Well, it'd be doing something.
What do you want to do, Terry? Run in there and tell him yourself?
Well, Johnson's in there. We can tell him.
Yeah, and we might get called up there.
Look, it's better than seeing George go to jail.
We might get jailed.
I don't care. I want it off my chest.
We can't do it, Terry.
And I can't live like this. I want Michelle. I don't want her hating me forevermore because I'm too chicken to tell the truth.
Terry, it'll be committing suicide. You know that.
Look, Michelle knows, and you've told Celia. Why did we alibi him, eh? I mean, marking his cards brought nothing but trouble. And it's like Celia says, he isn't worth it.
All right, we'll tell Johnson. But I want to make sure our name's kept well out of it, Terry. I mean that.
All right. Well, let's go and tell him now before it's too late. Come on.
Tell them I've been door-stopping second-hand shops for days. What do you mean? Check me down if you want. Look, all I'm saying is that gear is long gone, okay? I said tell him. He's a DI, not a chief con, and I've got enough on as it is. Cheers. Don't tell me someone else has nicked you two.
What?
Why else would you two be down here?
I want a word, that's all.
Oh, and I thought it was lunchtime entertainment, you know, Sully and Grant live at Liverpool Crown Court. You're still spending your evenings with Victor Scott, are you?
It's about that. We were on the same watch at the Queen's Vale station just before all this blew up. And I was 12 months at another station up until last April.
So, Mr. Sweeting, for this past 14 years, you've worked together?
Not always on the same watch, but mostly.
Do you ever see Mr. Jackson socially?
Oh, yeah, we go to the Queen's Vale Social Club. I'm the entertainment secretary down there, and George and a few of the lads have got this country and western band together. They play dances and that, you know.
Do you ever visit Mr. Jackson at his home?
Now and then.
You know his family?
Marie, yeah, and the boys.
So all in all, you have a good knowledge of Mr. Jackson, both at work and at home. In fact, at play, too, since you both belong to the same club.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Sweeting, have you ever known George Jackson to do anything dishonest?
Never. Never at all. The nearest he's come to being dishonest is when we suspected him of cheating in the Interstations Dominoes tournament.
You say cheating, Mr. Sweeting? Quiet. Would you care to expand on that?
It was a joke, I'm sorry.
Let me remind you that this is a serious matter. You are here, after all, to vouch for your friend. Please continue, Mr. Westbrook.
My lord, to continue, Mr. Sweeting.
It's got to be statements, sir.
You gonna do it? All right, then.
Look, let's get this straight. If we write this down, it's new evidence, right?
Yeah.
You take it in there, get everything stopped against George. You get Victor. And then Terry get off.
And you get McArdle.
There you are, lads.
Let me now turn to your friendship with Mr. Jackson. You said that you had a drink with him at his home the other week. Do you often visit him at his home?
Now and then.
Let us be more specific, shall we? How many times have you been to his home in, shall we say, the past year?
Once.
A close friend, a good mate of Mr. Jackson, and yet you've only been to his home once in the past 12 months?
We don't live in each other's pockets, you know.
Mr. Sweeting, I put it to you that your so-called friendship with Mr. Jackson is of the shallowest nature, that you are merely working acquaintances.
That's ridiculous. We're mates.
I further put it to you that your knowledge of him is slender, that you are here today as one public servant trying to save the career of another public servant through some misguided professional loyalty.
That's not true. I know George. I know his family. I know everything about the man.
Mr. Sweeting, could you tell me the names of Mr. Jackson's children? Mr. Sweeting. No further questions, my lord.
Don't blame me. It's your handwriting I'm trying to decipher. You've seen better writing on bog walls.
Well, how long does it take to read it? It's not a book. Come on, we've got to hurry things up, you know.
You two could have hurried things up weeks ago, couldn't you?
And I must tell you now, as counsel have already told you, that it is the duty of the prosecution to prove that Mr. Jackson acted dishonestly, and to prove it beyond reasonable doubt. Or, to put it another way, to satisfy you, ladies and gentlemen, so that you may feel sure he was being dishonest. Now, it is my task to remind you of the evidence that you have heard.
Right, that'll do nicely.
Well, what do you think?
Well, 2 out of 10 for grammar and punctuation.
Come on.
10 out of 10 for content.
Is it new evidence?
Oh, is that all right?
When are you going to take them into the judge, then?
As soon as I can.
Then we come to this matter of a fire precautions survey for the nightclub. Mr. Jackson mentioned frequently the name of the proprietor of this club. Yet we have heard that the club went into liquidation 1 month before this conversation with its alleged owner. Indeed, it was owned by a person of quite another name. We have heard also that these fire surveys are undertaken free of charge by authorized fire officers. Perhaps it is conceivable that a fireman of Mr. Jackson's status within the force might have the expertise to carry out such a survey in his free time. But why? Why should anyone offer to pay Mr. Jackson when these surveys can be done without charge? Again, I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to consider this evidence most carefully.
Hey, is anything happening?
No, they're still talking.
Well, is Johnson in there?
Well, I don't know. Go and put my head round the door, didn't I?
Well, perhaps he's round the back somewhere or something. Oh, God, I wonder how George is feeling.
What's happening?
Well, we made a statement and that.
And the jury's just gone out.
What? What, the judge hasn't stopped it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
What's happening about them statements, eh?
Oh, sorry about that, lads. It was too late. Should have written quicker, or weeks ago.
You could have given them to the judge. You had loads of time.
That's the way things turn out, you know. Court's a funny place. But listen, thanks a lot for these. I'm on my way to McCarville now, no messing.
What about George?
He's still guilty, isn't he, eh? All this says is that you two perjured yourselves. And proves that he drew that diagram. He should have stuck to rescuing cats out of trees.
Lousy get. God, McCardle's going to kill us. And what about George?
Well, that's it. I'm going to phone Victor.
Him?
Silence, please. Mr. Foreman, just answer yes or no to the question I'm about to ask you. Have you reached a verdict on which you all agree?
Yes.
Do you find this defendant guilty or not guilty of conspiracy to burgle?
Guilty.
And is that the verdict of you all?
Yes.
Nothing is known against the defendant, my lord. There is no probation report owing to pressure of work in the service. Jackson was interviewed by a probation officer over the weekend. May it please your lordship that I call the officer?
Hello? Is Victor there? Never mind that, is he there? It's Barry Grant. Look, will you just... Vic? No, I didn't know you were busy. Look, will you just listen to me a minute? Me and Terry have been talking to Johnson. Will you just listen, Vic? It's important. Vic, will you just listen to me?
Bearing in mind Jackson's spotless work record, the fact that he has never before been convicted of any offence, and that he is a family man with 2 young children, I would ask that any custodial sentence reflects these factors. Thank you, my lord.
George Edward Jackson, you have been found guilty of a serious offence, conspiracy to burgle a warehouse. You have a clean record, as we've heard, and have served the fire service for 14 years. I must take this into account. But you now stand guilty of the serious offence of dishonesty. You've let down yourself and your family. In certain cases, the law allows for a suspended sentence. Taking into account your clean record and long service with the fire service, I might have been persuaded to pass such a suspended sentence. However, it is my duty to ensure that other people in positions of trust are not tempted to use those positions to help them perpetrate acts of criminal dishonesty. George Edward Jackson, you will go to prison for 18 months. However, 12 months of that sentence shall be suspended. Take him down.
It was you, Grant.